There was a miller who was very poor, but he had one beautiful daughter. One day he happened to meet the king, and he told the king,
My daughter can spin straw into gold.
the king really liked gold, so he told the miller
to bring her to the castle and shall put her to the test.
So the next day the miller brought his daughter to the castle.
Here you go, she's good as gold.
The king put the girl in a room with a spinning wheel and a pile of straw and said,
Spin this straw to gold by morning or you will die.
and he locked her in. Well, the girl had no idea how to spin straw into gold, so she cried and cried. Until all of a sudden, a little man appeared and asked,
What is wrong, mysterious miller?
I have to spin gold. I have to spin all this straw to gold, and I don't know how.
I will spin it for you, but what will you give me?
I will give you my ring.
So the little man sat at the spinning wheel and he spun all the straw into gold. The next morning when the king returned and saw all that gold, he was pretty excited. So he put the girl in another room with even more straw and said,
Spin the straw to gold by morning or you will go.
and he locked her in. Well, the girl still had no idea how to spin straw into gold, so she cried and cried until all of a sudden the little man appeared again and said,
I will spin this straw into gold for you again, but what will you give me?
I will give you my ring.
So the little man sat at the spinning wheel and he spun all the straw into gold. The next morning the king returned, and when he saw all that gold, he was very pleased. So he put the girl in another room with even more straw. But this time he said,
If you spin the straw to gold by morning, I will make you my queen.
and he locked her in. Well, perhaps the girl was expecting a visitor this time, and sure enough, the little man appeared again and said,
I will spin this straw into gold for you again, but what will you give me?
I have nothing left.
Promise me if your firstborn child and I will spin straw into gold.
The girl thought to herself,
I have no child, and who knows if I ever shall have one.
so she promised the little man her firstborn child. He spun all the straw into gold, and the next morning, when the king returned, he immediately married the girl, and she became the queen. She forgot all about her promise to the little man until a year later she had a baby. As soon as she had that baby, who should return but the little man?
Give me what you promised. Give me the child.
Oh no, please don't take my baby. I will give you anything. Gold, treasures, half the kingdom.
No, I would rather have a living thing and the treasures in the earth.
Please don't take my baby.
And she cried and cried and cried until finally the little man took pity on her and said,
If you can guess my name in 3 days, then you could keep your baby.
The queen quickly began guessing all the unusual names she could think of. Balthazar, Melchior, Nebuchadnezzar, Spindleshanks, Cruikshanks, Woolshanks. None of them were right. After the second day, she became frantic, and fearing that she would lose her baby, she sent a servant to search for the little man. The servant searched all over the kingdom, and in the night she came into the woods, and she found the little man dancing around a fire with a cooking pot, singing this little song.
Tomorrow Today I'll bake. Soon the child is mine to take. Oh, what luck to win this game. Rumpelstiltskin is my name.
The servant raced back to the queen and told her everything she had seen and heard. The queen was greatly relieved, and the next day, when the little man returned, he asked,
Can you guess my name?
Is it Robert?
No,
Is it Dan?
no.
Is it Rumpelstiltskin?
The devil told you that. The devil told you that.
And the little man, Rumpelstiltskin, was so angry he stomped his foot through the floor and disappeared. Or, there are a few different endings here, so pick your favorite. He stomped his foot through the floor, grabbed his other foot, and tore himself in two. Can you do that? He doesn't know how. Okay, final ending. He flew away on a cooking spoon.